Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Wendy Literal and I'm a usability and website design expert. So one of the questions I get a lot is that, hey, I'm doing surveys, I'm talking with my users, but they just don't care, man. Like they give me like one worded answers. They give me very short questions. Like you might be doing the whole usability like song and dance, but then you're kind of like, they don't care, man. I'm just not getting anything useful out of it, so I'm not gonna do it anymore. Well, before you bail on it completely, let me tell you that it is very probable that the reason that they are giving you one-worded answers and then just not great feedback is because they don't feel like it's worth their while, you know? And a lot of it has to do with just what am I trying to say? Not accountability, but just kind of like the users don't feel valued. That is the long and short of it. And the reason that they don't feel valued, even though they might think that you're a great person, is because they don't know that their opinion on this particular topic is going to matter with what you're doing. And it really comes down to it's like if you ask your mom how your artwork is, she's gonna be like, oh, that's great, honey. Then there are not very many moms out there gonna be like, that sucks, you need to work on your line work. It just doesn't work that way, right? So if you have a client that you really like, but then you ask them, oh, hey, for example, let's say I'm working on a new website, but I really want to have more clients like this one particular client that I think is amazing. How do I make that work, right? I really want to streamline my website to attract more people like this client. But I can't do that unless I talk to this client, right? So I'm talking to this person. I'm like, hey, I've made a new website. I know we had a really great working relationship. Would you mind, having a look at my website? And of course they're going to say yes because they like you. They like the work that you did on this current website. But what ends up happening is that they'll see it and they'll be like, oh, that's great. Good job. I think it looks fantastic. You have great colors. Yeah, good job. That sounds familiar, right? It's just not a lot of information. So what you want as a designer, and in this case, if I want to make my site, my sales page kind of match what they want to see, I need to be like, hey, again, putting in the value, genuine value. Genuine is the key word here. Be like, hey, we'll call her Sue. Hey, Sue, we just got done doing this website and you've been absolutely phenomenal. The communication's been great. You guys were just really spot on with all the feedback. It's really been phenomenal. And I really value your opinion. And I am very much looking for other clients that look very much similar to your size and shape of business, the kind of things that you guys do, the industry that you're in. I would so appreciate having your feedback on this website project that I'm working on because I really think you can bring value to the table. If I put it like that, and yes, I'm talking them up, but I'm talking them up in a genuine way. They really did have great communication on this project. The project really did go very well because their feedback was timely and it was important. Those are genuine things that I can speak to and say, hey, this person did great. They really did great. And these are positive things that I can talk to with this person. If you have a brand new usability group, you can bring them in by saying, hey, you guys were selected because you guys were the best in the field. Or, hey, you guys were selected because you were willing to give your time to this project that's going to make a big difference. And even if you don't know a whole lot about the users, you can talk about how great their influence is going to be on the project itself. You guys were brought in to help us improve this project because it's going to better the lives of children in the Detroit area, something like that, right? Just making stuff up at this point. But that's the point. Find the positive, and then you want to push the users in the direction of the positive. And then when they give you the feedback, and this could be the most important part, when they do give you the time, which is an incredibly valuable resource, when they give you the time, you need to take a moment and make sure you say thank you to them. Sorry, I had to do a quick pause. Working mom here. So you want to make sure that you give them the valuable, for example, hey, that feedback you gave me on the new sales page for my site was freaking awesome. Look at the changes that I made. Validation. They can see the changes that I made on that site because of their input. Now, that doesn't mean you want to make changes just because somebody told you to make changes. You want to make changes that make sense for you and your business because that is the important thing for you. But for example, let's say they told me hey, I would never speak this way. And they tell you that the language on your hero image is messed up. Whoa, okay, that's super important because that's like the headline for the whole darn page. Yeah, let me go ahead and change that and re-wordsmith that. And then I do that, and then I make sure that I go back to that user and I say, hey, Sue, thank you so much. Like, this has increased our website traffic by 100 hits a month, right? It doesn't matter how many or little it is, guys. It just matters that you say something about it. And even if you don't have numbers to report, just saying that, hey, I can already see that this is going to do well for me. Thank you so much for your time. I really, truly appreciate it. And, it could be something like sending them a thank you letter. If you can't meet with them in person, a phone call, better than an email. A handwritten letter, better than an email. Showing that you are taking time to value that person. This is true about all life things, by the way, but like particularly with clients, if you can show them value, you are going to get so much more in return. They will be so much more willing to refer other people to you. They will be so much more willing to work with you to improve your own business. Guys, it's worth it. It's totally, totally worth it to make that extra effort of not only showing their value to what you're trying to do, but also the value that they provide in general and showing them what they did, like showing them the user, the change that they were able to do. So back to usability groups. If I'm in a usability group and I get some half-hearted surveys back, what I can do is call out a few people that did give me like something, even if it was just like the most minuscule of advancement, but I can call out and say, hey, hey, thank you so much, John, for like that really good feedback. I need to get more information. And if you're getting those one-liners, it just means that you need to give them more direction. So you need to say, hey, this is the goal I'm trying to get to over here. How do you think I could get there faster? And then you ask their opinion. When you ask people's opinions, you'll get more information. And as a usability expert, you always want to know that you don't give them closed answered yes or no questions. You give them things that they have to answer with a sentence, at least one sentence, because that opens up the gate. So once you get that one sentence, then you have more words to work with in which to structure the future conversation with them, right? So the doors are never shut, and you keep kind of building and building and building. And the more feedback and the more you call out your users and the more you make them feel valued and treasured for the invaluable content that they are giving you, which is what they are doing. It doesn't matter if these are like, just people that just, you'll never see again. You maybe don't care about them that much. You got to realize what they are doing for you and your project and your company in the moment. And that is a value. That is a massive value. So put any prejudice you might have aside about like what you might think of them or that kind of thing, because they will surprise you. If you give any person anywhere the opportunity to surprise you with their value, you're going to be blown away, man. And not only that, you will be able to create a better product because of them. And because you created a better product, you're going to get more and more and more clients. You're going to get more and more and more results. So if you're building like a custom software project, or you're building a website, or just a better product, the more people you ask with genuine intentions, the further you're going to get. So if you're getting kind of really crappy answers on your surveys and your emails and your like even in in-person interviews, it's because this person doesn't feel like this is worth their time. Right? If you make somebody feel valued for you, man, they will go out of their way to help you out. I mean, bring in other people. They will pass the information around. They will refer other clients to you. I know I've said some of this before, but like it builds on itself. Yes, it takes time, but when you're getting these awful answers, that's why. So if you've tried to ask users before about like, potential clients and future clients, like, your niche market, and you're trying to figure out how to get more information out of them, this is the process you kind of got to do. You got to give them a genuine connection, build a genuine connection with them, whether it's, genuinely complimenting their clothes is a really easy first step. It's like when you go to a networking conference and everybody say like, hi, I'm such and such, I'm such and such. Give them something that makes them feel like you see them, and they're not just some other human face walking by, it's like make them feel seen. And the sooner you do that, the sooner you'll be able to build up and get more and more actually useful information. All right, that's it from me, guys. Please like and comment below because those are the things that make this video fly. All right, guys, let's see you next one. Don't forget to subscribe. Bye.